Let's talk about a place so dangerous, so utterly forbidden, that it's been sealed off from the entire world. We're about to take a look at one of the most fascinating and off-limits islands on the entire planet, Ilha da Queimada Grande. And I'm not kidding here. There is an entire island patrolled by the Navy that is completely 100% off-limits to the public. So you have to wonder, right? What could possibly be hiding there that makes it that dangerous? Well, its official name is Ilha da Queimada Grande. It almost sounds beautiful, doesn't it? But trust me, its nickname tells a very different story.
That's right, Snake Island. And believe me, it has earned that name in the most terrifying way you can imagine.
So the big question is, does it actually live up to the hype? Is it really the world's deadliest island? Let's dive into the facts about this incredible place where nature is firmly and very venomously in charge. So if you look at it on a map, it's not some massive place. We're talking just about 106 acres of rainforest and rock, sitting about 21 miles off the Brazilian coast. But look at that last detail, the population, 0 humans. And there is a very good reason for that. And that 0? Yeah, that's not an accident. It's the law. The Brazilian Navy makes absolutely sure that no one lands here. The only people who ever get exceptions are naval crews doing lighthouse maintenance and a few very, very brave scientists who know exactly what they're walking into. All right, so what is everybody so afraid of? It's time to meet the star of the show, the one and only reason for this island's infamous reputation. This right here is the Golden Lancehead pit viper, or Bothrops insularis. And get this. This species exists nowhere else on the entire planet. It's totally unique to this one tiny island where it evolved to hunt the migratory birds that stop here to rest. Now, you've probably heard the crazy legends, right? A snake for every single square meter, the ground is just writhing with them. Well, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but the reality is still pretty wild. Scientists figure there are between 2,000 and 4,000 of these vipers on the island. That's still one of the densest populations of venomous snakes anywhere in the world, so yeah, intense. This all just begs a huge question, doesn't it? How did this even happen? How does one single species of snake just completely take over an entire island? Well, to get the answer, we have to rewind the clock way back. Our story starts about 11,000 years ago, right at the end of the last ice age. The whole world was changing, and geography was about to get a major makeover. Okay, so here's how it all went down. Picture this. The island wasn't an island at all. It was just a big hill connected to the Brazilian mainland. But as the ice age ended, all these massive glaciers started melting, and sea levels began to rise. A lot. The water flooded all the low-lying land, and suddenly that hill was cut off, becoming an island. And a population of lancehead vipers, they were trapped. With no prey on the ground, they had a simple choice: adapt or die out. So over thousands of years, they evolved a super potent, fast-acting venom, perfect for catching the birds that landed in the trees. And just like that, the unique golden lancehead was born. So the snakes were trapped, but that didn't stop people from trying to move in. And as you can probably guess by now, those attempts did not go well. Early on, settlers tried to clear the land for a banana plantation by starting these huge fires. That's actually where the name queimada, which means burned, comes from. It was a total disaster. Later, in 1909, a lighthouse was built, and they stationed a keeper and his family there. The local legends about what happened to them are pretty grim. By the 1920s, the lighthouse was automated. No one has lived there since. Fast forward to 1985, and Brazil officially made the island a protected area. And today, the Navy makes sure it stays that way. You know, this brings us to a really fascinating paradox. If this island is so incredibly deadly, why is the government going to such great lengths to protect it? Why not just, get rid of the snakes and make the island safe? Well, the answer is simple and honestly kind of ironic. For all its terrifying power, the Golden Lancehead is critically endangered. It's actually one of the rarest, most vulnerable snakes in the world. So there are some really crucial reasons for protecting it. First, it's an endemic species. You can't find it anywhere else. Second, the island is like a living laboratory for studying evolution in real time. And here's the wild part. Its powerful venom is being studied for its potential to create life-saving drugs for things like heart disease. So protecting the snake is about preserving a one-of-a-kind species and unlocking medical breakthroughs. At the end of the day, Snake Island isn't just some real-life horror movie set. It's a priceless natural treasure. It's a living, breathing snapshot of evolution in action. But the very creature that makes it so unique is itself in a fight for survival.
And that really leaves us with a tough question, doesn't it? For places like Snake Island, how do we balance our natural instinct for safety with a responsibility to protect a unique and uniquely dangerous form of life? It gets to the very heart of what conservation really means, in a world where some things just can't and maybe shouldn't be tamed.